discovery, and it points towards the Creator. But all of the philosophy and all of the observation of nature only can give us so much knowledge of God. What really is crucial is that God has spoken to us. God has revealed himself to us in Christ and in his gospel. And Jesus did not come simply to give the scientific explanations or philosophical explanations, but to reveal to us God's law and his power. That has been transmitted through the testimony of generations of Christians, many people who laid down their lives for their faith. The very disciples themselves were not gullible people. As St. Augustine said, Thomas's doubt gives me greater consolation than the Magdalene's faith. The disciples were men who were very realistic, and they demanded proofs of Jesus' resurrection. And when they got those proofs, then they spent their lives communicating that gospel to all of us. And so beyond just the philosophical and scientific explanations of God and creation, we have a faith that's based on the fact that our God has revealed himself to us. Science can only measure things according to how good the instruments are. And as time has progressed in every generation, we have improved on those instruments. But it is amazing when you think that the 20th century, the century when we had the greatest technological and scientific progress, when all of our technology and computers and people traveling to the moon, all of these things came out of the great scientific explosion of knowledge in the 20th century. And yet at the same time, the 20th century is the bloodiest, the most violent period in human history. So it's not just scientific knowledge, it's not just instruments to be able to measure things that are going to save us. It's an understanding and an interpretation of reality that comes through faith. And a faith that is supported by reason, but is faith. And that for us depends on the revelation of Jesus Christ. God spoke to us in times past in sundry ways through the prophets, but in our own time has spoken to us through his Son.